Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and the Design a Cosmetics contest is back. A little later than we're normally used to seeing this. I usually announce this contest right around the anniversary festivities in May or June. But here we are, it's almost August, and they've finally announced the contest. Going to be a few differences here. You've been waiting for it. The Design a Cosmetic contests are back. The winning entries for each category will be turned into cosmetics in the game that you can actually wear. All right, we're going to go through what the categories are this year and how to enter. But first, I want to do a little review to show you what the winners have been for the past 5 years. Okay, so here we are in game. We're going to do a quick overview of past winners here. And one neat thing about the way they have redone this store is we can search for them all at once by clicking on the collections tab up here, and we can search for the name of the collection as the community. And here we have the first 4 years of winners. So it all started out, the first year we had 2 winners, 1 killer and 1 survivor design each year, and started out with this Demon Slayer Feng Min, and you can see it says design inspired by Agus Alvi. So you would get your name like immortalized in the game, which is pretty cool if you win. Plus you get more. We'll show you what the prizes are here. And as I said, along this first year with the Demon Slayer Feng Min, we had the Mr. Puddles outfit here as designed by Kang Yaku. So those were your year 1 winners. And then year 2, we had Freestyle Claudette here as designed by Nohekin. And then we had the Never Stop Slashing Legion outfit here by Amaki. And this one, as designed, was supposed to have it so that, like, if the Legion got palette stunned, the face would turn red and have a frowny face. That was the way it was originally proposed. But the technology wasn't there for Dead by Daylight to do that then. Now that might be different. We see that pixelated Feng Min outfit came out today with some VFX to it. Maybe they can do some VFX in game now. If this was presented this year, would they have been able to do that frowny faces? Who knows? But those were your year 2 winners. Then for year 3, we had the Maiden of Vanity Plague here by Dragon R. And then the survivor winner that year was the Afro Punk by Selena Faye for Elodie. Very cool plague outfit there. Everybody really loves the butterfly. It's a great one. Afro Punk for Elodie here. And then in year 4, we had the Fallen Angel for the artist here by Aspirin. Did I say who did? Yes, Selena Faye, I said, okay. And then we had the survivor was Midnight Techwear for Yui by Aphelix. So that's the first 4 years. I'm surprised that the other 2 don't come up. Maybe they're, I don't know why they're not here actually. Let's go into the specific killer outfit here for year 5. We had the Pagliaccio. It's a great clown cosmetic. Clowns won twice in 5 years here. And this was designed by Shmiski. And then for survivors, we had Yunjin was the latest winner here. Let me find that outfit. It was this one. Spin Class, designed by Smutchy. So those are your first 5 winners for the cosmetic contest for survivors and killers. Okay, and for the last 3 years, the first 2 years, it was just cosmetics for killer and survivor. Then they expanded it to 4 categories, killer and survivor cosmetic design. And then they added a killer and a survivor charm to it as well. Looks like they're doing away with the charm contest. They're expanding into a different avenue, which we'll talk about in a minute. But we'll go ahead and look at these charms. So the killer charms, first year they had killer charm. And the neat thing about this is I can just type in the designer's name here. Was the Heart in a Cage by Kozako here. And we can click on this plus so we get a better look at that. That was Kozako's charm for the first year for killer. Second year for killer was the Maurice on a milk carton. Maurice is missing. Coldwind Farms milk. Maurice on the milk carton. Maurice famously went missing for a while there, so That's why this was here, designed by Potato Gun 13. And then the third year killer charm was by Hindi Poo. And this was the NTB charm here. Now, for survivors, first year we had this charm by Chessa, which was like a Tamagotchi, right? Here, this is a pocket entity. That was the first year survivor charm. Second year survivor charm was from Naomi. Again, this is so neat that I could just search them by their names, because their names are in here for the designs. The Blood Point gummies. I kind of wish we had Blood Point gummies in real life. I'm not going to lie. I think that would be cool. And then last year's survivor charm was by Blood Moon Crow, the bedtime bird here. I guess actually last year's charms were killer and survivor. Anybody used last year's charms? They weren't specific. The bedtime bird. All right, so that's all your previous winners. Let's talk about the contest this year now. Okay, so back to the contest here. You've been waiting for it. The Design a Cosmetic contests are back. The winning entries for each category will be turned into cosmetics in the game that you can actually wear. Now, what are the categories here? So if we scroll down, I'll have the links to these for you to submit. The categories this year are going to be the Survivor outfit and Killer outfit. We're used to that. We've seen that 5 years in a row. Now they've changed it. Instead of charm design, we're working with badges and banners. See contest pages for terms and condition. We'll look at that. And now I ask a very important question. Are we able to have any influence on the designs that get chosen this year? Or is it just another community submitted contest like every year so far? These contests are great, don't get me wrong, but the name does not seem to fit it really. This time around, a short list of finalists will be announced mid-September, and the community will get to vote for their favorite entries. I think I read somewhere else that it's going to be like 10 finalists, and the community is going to get to vote. So if you're not sure what they're talking about when they say badges and banners, behind... Actually, let me turn off this Fog Whisper badge in the top right corner, because that's blocking it. So this is the badge. This is part of the new player profile stuff that they introduced this year for customization. So this is the badge. And this part around it here is the banner. This is the badge. This is the banner. And if I click on this, and on the left, it'll take me to my customized badges and banners here behind my camera. So these are all the badges. This is what they want you to design, is one of these badges. Now, some of these can have a little bit of VFX to it. You can see how this one has some VFX. So I would assume VFX wouldn't be out of the question. The lighthouse here. Simple VFX are probably on the table. We'll look at the requirements and see what they say. But we have a little bit of VFX possible on existing ones, so I would assume you can do it in contests too. They want you to design a badge, and same thing goes for the banners here. These are the banners, and some of these have some animation to them as well. Let me see. There was one that I know had it. Let me just see if I can find one here. Has a little bit of animation to it. The one with the deer had it, didn't it? Let me see. This one. Yes. There's mist coming off of the deer there. So a little bit of VFX on these as well. So these badges and banners are the new things they want you to design instead of charms this year. Okay, so here's the 4 categories, and we'll read through the rules, and I'll have the links to these in the description and the first pinned comment on the video so that you can put your entries in here. I know people are going to say, can you enter in each category? Yes, every year you've been able to put in an entry in each category. You just can't put multiple entries in the same category. So you can design a survivor outfit and a killer outfit, but you can't design 2 survivor outfits and submit them both, if that makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and go through the rules here. Design a cosmetic contest survivor outfit. The first thing you're going to be met with is, are you the age of majority? It wants to know if you're 18 years of age or older, because you have to be that old, because you need to be able to sign a contract legally to give the Dead by Daylight the rights to put your design in the game. Bring your dream outfit to life. Submit your design for a survivor outfit here. The winning design will be turned into a real-life outfit in the game. We're looking for a very rare outfit, so your design should ideally have lots of detail and accessories, stand out from outfits that the character already has. fit the character's lore and personality, not alter the character's body, only have slight VFX, if any, and nothing over the top. The winning outfit cannot be a link set, so be sure to avoid having connected cosmetic pieces. For example, a hoodie with a hood up, a dress that cannot be split into the torso and legs, etc. The prize will be a promo code for 25,000 Auric cells, estimated value $200 US, and your creation will be turned into a cosmetic in-game. The submission timeline, you have until August 19th, 1 minute before midnight, to get your entry in. The finalist will be announced by September 19th at 11 a.m. Eastern on X, formerly Twitter, alongside the finalist's chosen name or nickname. Community voting will take place between September the 19th and September the 26th, and one winner will be determined by September 26th at 5 p.m. The winner will be contacted by email within 30 days of community voting closing, and the winning entry will be announced by October 3rd, 2024 at 10 a.m. on Twitter, alongside the winner's chosen name or nickname. Contest eligibility. Now, this is always a point of contention that people say, well, I can't enter in my country, etc. So the contest is open to Canada, excluding Quebec, USA, United Kingdom, Japan, France, and Germany. Participants must be 18 years or older. No purchase necessary. The winner will be notified by email 30 days after the contest end date and will have to sign and return a release form to be declared the winner. Now, the reason why it's limited to these countries is just because of contest laws, the way it works. I mean, the people who make the game are in Quebec, and they can't even enter the contest. People from the same province can't enter the contest because of all of the loopholes that are required for contests. That's why Quebec can't do it. They have the most stringent laws. So if your country isn't here, it's probably because of stringent legal laws for contests like this. So it's only open to these places. It's nothing personal. How to enter. Fill out the information needed. Upload the file. Only images will be accepted. And click the submit button. Conditions. Entrant must submit an image of their art. Their art must be Dead by Daylight related. Use of other brands' copyright and paying someone else the commission to create the artwork will lead to your disqualification. Only original Dead by Daylight characters will be accepted to the contest. Use of characters from other franchises will lead to disqualification. Okay, this is very important. So this means you can't use licensed characters. You can't create a cosmetic for Vecna, for Steve and Nancy, for Lara Croft. Anything that, if it's something that appears somewhere else and isn't owned by Dead by Daylight, they're ineligible. You can't do Bill from Left 4 Dead, Ghostface, Michael Myers. Those are all off the table. It has to be characters created by Dead by Daylight, like Ace, Jane, Dwight, etc., like that. Entrants agree that if they are selected to be a finalist, their submission and their chosen name or nickname will be displayed publicly and subject to community voting. Entrants may not participate in the community voting. You can't vote for yourself. Oh, 3 finalists. 3 finalists will be selected by a panel of 3 judges. I thought it was 10. I don't know where I read that. Which will be composed of competent professionals in the video game industry based on the following criteria: originality and execution, the methods and processes used within the medium selected by the entrant to create the artwork. The finalist who has received the most votes through the community voting will be determined to be the winner. Violation of the conditions will lead to disqualification. Only 1 submission by entrant is allowed. Again, that just means for this particular category, you can only put in 1 survivor submission. You can put an entry into the other categories, most certainly. Trust me on that one. Violation of the conditions will lead to disqualification. Oh, yeah. Okay. You will need to be able to prove that the work you submit is your own. For example, work in progress screenshots or an original PSD file. And then here's how you submit it. And you click submit. You're going to put in all your info here and submit your file. All right, so that's your survivor rundown. Killer rundown is pretty much going to be the same thing. Bring your dream outfit to life. We're not going to read through all this. Submit your killer outfit. So same thing. Everything is the same. Fit the lore. No VFX that are over the top. Can't be a link set. Everything. Prize is the same. Everything else is the same here. So let's look and see what the badge and banners say here. So here for the badge. Ever wanted to leave your mark? Submit your design for a badge here. The winning entry will be turned into a real badge in the game. Looking for a very rare badge, so your design should ideally be complex artwork, multicolored gradient background, have icon placed in the center, with part of the background visible and without an outer stroke. Limited color palette and flat shading. We've made things to make things easier for you. We've included a template. Oh, that's interesting. We'll have a look at that in a second. Okay, price is the same. Deadline is the same. And eligibility is all the same. Same thing, 3 finalists and all that. So everything else is the same. Let's look at what this template has to offer. Okay. So that's what you're working with here for this template. Interesting. Okay, good to know. So that's pretty self-explanatory here. And then the last one is the banner. Everyone leave your mark, submit your design profile, design for a profile banner here. Same idea. So it doesn't really say anything about VFX on these, so I don't know. I guess there won't be any VFX on these ones here. What's this template look like? I see. Okay, so you're using all of this area in the black and everything is just going to fade out. All right, I got you. Everything else looks to be the same. Again, I'm going to have the links to all 4 of these here. And yeah, so that should about cover it. I hope you all get your art on and bring out some great designs. I thought it was, I apologize, I thought it was going to be more than 3 choices. I see a lot of people saying, well, it's just going to be a popularity contest between the characters and not the actual designs. That may or may not be true, but, you know, the devs are going to be in control of which cosmetics get submitted. So I've seen some people say, well, if it's Sable, Sable's obviously going to win because she's a community favorite. They might not give us a Sable because of that. Who knows? We'll have to see. Or maybe there'll be a Sable that's just so amazing that it has to be put out for the community. So we'll see in September. I'll go over the choices that are put forward. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody has to bring to the table. In past years, it's always been an issue of, I can't believe the devs picked this cosmetic and ignored this cosmetic that was so much better, you know. So does this mitigate that by having 3 choices? Probably not, but at least it helps a little bit. There's probably going to still be some chirping from the cheap seats where people are going to say, I can't believe you picked these 3 choices and left this one out. I think that's unavoidable. We just have to live with it at this point. But at least we're going to have a little bit more of a say in it to be able to vote from 3 choices, and it'll be more of a community chosen contest in that regard. So I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody brings to the table, and best of luck to anybody who enters. But that's all I have for you today. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate the time you spend here with me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps the channel a ton. And don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life.